welcome in to Divine Golden Master, where we master being divine at this 3D reality. Okay, you guys, so I wanted to do a quick video just talking about how to not self hex yourself. Okay, so many of us do this without even knowing it, and we give away our power and we allow others to manipulate our energy through allowing this to happen, to stop evil eye from affecting you, okay, and to also help you utilize your enemies as power fuel, and to not be affected by outside energies, entities that will try to use this technique, okay. So a lot of times when we go through things, say you get into it with someone, you get into it with your neighbor, right, or whoever, and they make you feel so enraged or whatever emotion that you are triggered to feel. What then happens usually is you'll focus upon either why would they have done what they've done, uh, or revenge or whatever the case may be. Also, too, maybe another reaction that a lot of people will get to is to personalize the situation as if they could have been doing something wrong, or they use whatever their trauma could be, right? So say if they always play victim mindset because it seems like they're always the victim, or if they're always seen to be messing something up, they somehow think that it's their fault, or whatever the case may be, they internalize it. Maybe it was me, or even with the victim mindset, or this is another person trying to do something to me, da 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 da. Instead of rationalizing it, okay, logically, and taking time to really rationalize what's going on. A lot of the times, most of the time, all of the time, things that people do to you are a direct reflection of their self, right? So just because you wouldn't do it doesn't mean other people won't. All right. Stop doing as well. Stop thinking that everyone is like you. Okay. Stop thinking that everyone has the same type of um, even ability to rationalize the situation, right? And also to stop thinking that people have the same common sense that you have, because we all know that common sense is not so common. Okay. So with that being said, now it's that point where you need to rationalize it. You need to look at the person, look at the situation, because sometimes when it comes to, especially like with the victim mindset, if it's always happening to you, okay, well, how can you set yourself up, or um, put yourself in a position to be able to avoid this continuously happening to you, right? Why are you continuously attracting this? Or it could be that a lot of our chosen ones, what we deal with is that we're attacked by a lot of different spiritual entities. Taking that into account, okay, like a lot of times, like I said, with the chosen ones, you will experience different spirits and energies jumping body to body, especially if you are, a lot of times when you're doing something and you're working towards a goal, it might be a high time where you experience it on a higher level at that time. Okay, so pay attention to all that. Pay attention to your pattern at this time. Is this just trying to wake me up to be able to shift my pattern in some way? Do I need to adjust something? Whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? Take that account. Um, Also, and these are all things that you need to weigh in. Who is the person that is causing this? Like, what is the, like I said before, analyze them, analyze you in the situation if you weren't in a situation. And when you get all that clarity, right, and you rule out if it's not really nothing that's personal, or, you know what I'm saying, like, and it can't just be talked about, it's something deeper, it's not really taking, now that you've taken all of that into account and into your, analysis hypothesis on the situation, most times that should be able to help you to be able to release thinking about it, right? Because here now we get to the point when you continuously think about something, when you continuously Be like, oh, why did they do that? Da, 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 da. Now you are building energy of something. Just like this phone used to be a thought, just like this hat used to be a thought, just like this hair used to be a thought, this whole outfit before it came. So if you're taking time to spend on thinking about that same thing that caused whatever negativity or low vibration or was not serving you, you're self hexing yourself. You're now putting yourself under a hex, and you need to do whatever you can do to release that thought. At that moment, now you realize, okay, if I'm still thinking about this thing, I can't get off my mind. And now I know, because I'm telling you, you have the awareness to know now that you're hexing yourself. Okay, if I can't simply just let go of the thought, okay, what can I do? Spiritual bath, cleansing, right? Take a spiritual bath. That doesn't work. Okay, maybe you need to do a spell reversal or something like that. Okay, that doesn't work. Now you need to try to get to the root of the problem. Why am I so triggered? Why am I so bothered by this situation? Because at the end of the day, it's inevitable to have certain conflicts. It's inevitable to deal with certain difficulties in life. But why am I allowing it to bother me? Is it that I feel like it was true, or I feel like whatever the case may be, like, or I feel like I didn't deserve this, that, and the third. Okay, well, like we said, and you did all those things, you tried to do all those precautions, and you feel like, okay, maybe I'm just really, not able to get over it because I feel like I don't deserve this. All right, but like we said, we're gonna take that back to who was it that even did it, right? So that means that you would have to hold them to some type of value. So number one, you could take that person that you hold to some type of value and say, okay, well maybe I need to readjust our relationship, how it's working, because obviously they don't value me like I'm valuing them, however the case may be. But if it's somebody who's really irrelevant that you don't even know like that, or somebody that you just met in passing and you got into something with, it's like, why are you even holding on to that? You don't even really know them. You don't. If you wouldn't want to walk their shoes, it's just like, why are you holding on to that? Let it go. So that could also mean that you are like, you like to, like, that could be your comfortable state, trauma, that victim mindset, that everybody's against me mindset. That's another thing that you can. After all those things have been analyzed and you put that all into divine assessment, now another thing that will stop you from continuously self hexing yourself is purpose. Purpose. What is your what kind of purpose? What are you doing every day? What And if you don't have a purpose, create a purpose. It could be anything. All right? And it could change whenever you want it to. So do that. Also, another key aspect that you can do is to go ahead and do mirror affirmations to the opposite of what is the insecurity that you may have that makes this trigger you so much. But if you're not aware of it, you can just try to do mirror affirmations every day, and that will help as well. But if you're aware of exactly what a root is causing the insecurity that's making you hold on to, and once you identify what that exact insecurity is that's lingering, that's causing you to hold on to this incident where you're constantly playing in your mind, work on that insecurity heavily, right? And doing glamour magic, especially as a woman, um, increases your ability to know your worth and to not even accept and allow certain energies and experiences to even enter into your reality. Over time, you will notice that the energy will start to shift, right? You look good, you feel good, good things happen. Okay, so that may mean too for some of you guys where you need to put more energy into your outer appearance, because this is your altar as well. How can I transform my looks in a way? Target that insecurity specifically, because over time you will rewire your brain. Because what's happening is your subconscious mind is constantly absorbing and constantly taking in, constantly wanting some type of guidance. And when you were a child, you could have developed certain type of um, thought process, belief systems that Do not no longer serve who you are. You're no longer experiencing life in that way, especially if you went through a lot of traumas and things like that as a child. You have to rewire your brain. It's a process, and you may only be attracting certain things because you continue to place certain stories in your head, and you continue to keep certain things fueling in your brain. So sometimes now, and not even really sometimes now, because our brain really creates our reality, we're projecting this existence, this universe. Now you're creating it, and it's constantly creating because you constantly self-hexing yourself. So stop self-hexing, okay? You guys on this small short video. I just wanted to drop that tidbit. I will be back doing readings tonight, okay? And I'm getting everybody's videos out. But yeah, I had to unplug for a couple days, y'all. And woo! Okay, so do not self-hex yourself and use your power to uplift yourself. Use your power to focus on all the things that you do have, all the things that are working, all the things that are on its way to you, okay? Shift your brain, shift your mindset. When you experience certain things, don't continue to self-hex yourself. Allow yourself to rationalize that it's all working out for your good. Realize that that pain is just pushing you closer to this win, this new beginning, things working out, things getting better. This was just an obstacle to show me this. Now I know this, I can move forward in a better way, right? Choosing to see. Choose what you see. Choose what you see. Peace.